What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Chase. Today's episode of That Sounds Terrible, we take a look at two vocal mics. Well, they're not just vocal mics, but two microphones. These are two microphones that I've used for vocals in some of my videos, and I've used them exclusively for capturing guitar cabinets. Today I figure what we'll do is we'll do acoustic guitar, and we'll just kind of talk about the features. You are currently not listening to either microphone, but the microphones are here. Well, you can only see the one, but yeah, you can see both of them there. So we have this black microphone here. I'll do it this way, you can kind of see them a little better. So this microphone here, the all black unit, this is going to be the Lewitt LCT 540, picture of it on the screen. And this one over here, the white unit, is going to be the Lewitt LCT 240 Pro. I'm going to go ahead and pull up just kind of the specs. And what I'll do is we will start talking about those as soon as I... So, right now you are currently listening to the LCT 240 Pro. All right? I figured this would be the easiest way to do it. I'll run over the specs of the Pro, and then we'll switch over to the 540. So the important thing to look for, at least what I do when I look for a microphone, a condenser mic, is I look at the max SPL. In this case, it is 142 decibels. The self noise, so that is basically how much noise the microphone is introducing into the signal path. At least that's the way I understand it. In this case, it is 19 decibel. The frequency range is something else to note. You're going to be able to get anything from 20 to 20,000 hertz. That's quite a big scale. That's more than plenty for a home studio, which is where this thing really shines. The size of the diaphragm is just over a half an inch. It is 17 millimeters on the transducer size. Of course, the material is a 3-micron gold sputter mylar. I don't know what that means. I haven't dived that deep into kind of the ins and outs, but these are things I'm sure somebody is going to look for. The dynamic range is 123 decibel, and the internal impedance is 100 ohms. I know those are kind of some important numbers for a lot of people when it comes to what you're looking for in a microphone. Again, I don't really know all the ins and outs for that. I mostly look at how much noise it's going to introduce and how much of a max SPL the microphone is capable of. That's kind of what I want to know. I also take a look at the frequency range just to kind of see what it's going to do as far as the range that I need to be in. I cut a lot of my guitars around 65 and 80, so as long as it's above 50, I'm fine with that. And I usually will put a high pass and a low pass filter. My low pass filter or a high cut will usually be around 10,000, 12,000, somewhere in that. So as long as I'm getting more than 15, it's fine. So 20 to 20,000 is plenty, at least for me. The diameter size I'm not too terribly worried about. A lot of that doesn't affect me for how I record. So that's kind of just some things to note. Let me switch microphones real quick. All right, so now we are listening to the LCT 540S. All right, so let's switch over to those. And the comparison is going to be the size of the diaphragm. It is a full 1-inch diaphragm, or 25.4 millimeter. Again, it is a 3-micron gold sputtered mylar diaphragm, so that's, again, good to note. Both of these are cardioid polar patterns. Both of these do have 20 to 20,000 hertz. The sensitivity on both of these are different. Now, the self noise on the 540 is only 4 dB, so it's extremely low. That's good. That's what you want. The max SPL on this microphone is 136 dBs at 0 attenuation. The 540 does offer 2 levels of attenuation, or a pad, as it's commonly known. And you will see that it comes in at -6 dBs and -12 dB. So if you are pushing, you know, if you're at a live gig or something, and you really, because I run a lot of my stuff through an attenuator here, But if you're at a live gig and you need that extra, you can bump it down to kind of get you in the range with your levels. It does have a built-in low cut or high pass filter, and you'll notice it comes in at 80 hertz and 160 hertz. Now I like to do most of mine after the fact if I'm going to cut it, and so a lot of times I would just leave the microphone at 0 and just do all my cutting later on. So that's kind of the big things there. The internal impedance on the 540 is 68 ohms, and the dynamic range on this one is 132. So let me do this. Let me pull up. Let's go ahead and pull up the screen. Well, you probably need to hide that so you guys can see that. Actually, what I can do. All right, so clearly we're talking into the 540, so you can see that. And I'm going to mute it. And now we're going to be talking into the 240 Pro. Both of the microphones are literally identical. They're side by side. They're just about a foot from my mouth. I am kind of talking off axis, so this way it's kind of getting, the same for both of these. I am looking at it directly. When I look at it directly, it's speaking between both of the microphones. Again, I have a pop filter on both of the microphones. So let's talk about the things that come with each microphone. Again, with the Lewitt microphone, you're getting the most features you can. You've got a flat face front shock mount shock stand or a shock mount. It does come with the foam pop filter. It also comes with the metal magnetic pop filter that sits on top. It comes in that incredible hard shell case. I guess I could pull it out and kind of show you guys. Not that, you perverts. But so this is the hard shell case. It was in my last video I did with the 47 Junior. This is almost, and I'm not saying it is this brand, but it's almost like a Pelican case. Front pressure release on it, the thing is incredible. It is fully built like a tank. Again, here is that magnetic pop filter that Lewitt is really known for. Nice cutouts for everything on the inside. You got a little cable tie, and then you have a little, branded silicone bracelet. At the top, we have some paperwork, and then we have a padded regular case if you just want to put it in that. So, it comes with a lot as far as features. The microphone itself is really incredible. It's got really nice transparent sound. I feel it sounds transparent. But let's talk about the price of it too. Yeah, that's kind of loud. So the price point of this thing is it's $700. It's $699.99 currently at the time of filming. I did pull that up. And that's a lot of money for a lot of people. I got mine on sale. I paid less than $550 for it. I did have promo codes and things like that. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you're able to get discounts, by all means do that. It's a great microphone. I think it is. I was going to use this exclusively for all of my voice content going forward. And I'll talk about that in my next video when I introduce kind of the primary vocal mic I'm going to stay using. I'm kind of messing with stuff on the floor with my feet just to kind of show how much the microphone is able to pick up. Again, my room is not treated, so you may hear the neighbors upstairs. You may hear extra noise introduced into the room, and that's hopefully going to showcase how much this thing is picking up. Since it's non-treated, it is going to kind of show where a higher end microphone is going to pick up or where the lower end on a budget microphone may or may not hear. So let's go ahead and switch over and talk about those. So now we're talking on the 240 Pro. Now the 240 Pro, when I first bought it, I actually bought mine used. I got mine for I think $70. And it's been an incredible microphone. I highly, highly, highly recommend this microphone for anybody who wants to do home recording. This is a great condenser mic. It just captures guitar cabs very well. At the price point, I think brand new, they're currently going for $120 US. They are on sale. When I started filming, I did look it up. They are $99, I believe. So that really goes to show. See, my phone is, somebody's texting me, and hopefully it's picking that up. It may or may not pick it up. I don't know. But for the price of this thing, even if it's at retail right now as of filming, it is $120. The Shure SM57 is $100. So you can get a dynamic mic for $100. You can get a really good quality condenser mic for $120. The only thing you get with it is going to be the foam pop filter and this L bracket. Well, it's a bendable bracket, but the just the regular mic stand. That's all you get. That's really all you need. Now you do have the option where you can buy the condenser mic or the shock mount mic stand for it. Don't know what it is off the top of my head. I don't know the price. I didn't even look it up. It is available on Lewitt's website, and I guess I will. Let's see if I can pull it up while we're sitting here jacking our jaws. Let's see if we can find it. Product Finder, audio microphones. Is there an accessories page? Support. No. There we go, accessories. Right in front of my face, people. So I'm highly impressed with the 240. I really am. Matter of fact, I will go ahead and switch over to... Let's switch over to the 540. I got too many windows open on this thing. All right, so we're back on the 540, and then I'll pull this back up. You guys can see that. Move this out of the way a little bit. So accessories. All right, so here are some of the accessories that you can buy. So this is for the LCT 40. I don't have that. Or maybe that's the mount. Yeah, I bet it is. Let's see. Shock mount. Compatible with 3/8 and 5/8 threads. Does it say what it's suitable for? Yeah, 240 right there. So this, you can buy the shock mount separately. That'll work with the 240, the 441, and the 440. I would like to get a 440 Flex. I actually want to try this one here. I think truck driver Sean has it. I'm not totally sure. I'll have to reach out to him and see if he'll let me borrow his. Now, Sean Ward did send me his microphone, and I don't know what I did with it. I think I lost his microphone. What did I do with it? Did I put it on the desk? I don't know. He actually sent me a microphone that is made for toms, and I think it's a 340. Yes. So Sean Ward from Ward Guitar Cabs actually sent me this microphone here, and I'm going to use it. He actually used it too for the same thing, but I'm going to use it for the guitar. And he said he enjoyed the way it sounded, and so he was like, yeah, man, I'll send it out, let you borrow it, check it out, etc. So yeah, that's what we're going to do when I go do that. But so you can get the shock mount. It looks like it's $40. It's not a deal breaker. Again, you're really paying for the microphone. Should it be included? Okay, yeah, sure. It should be. It's a condenser mic. They pick up stuff. But it's not going to be at an affordable price. It's already $120. You know, you're going to add another $40. You're at $160 for a shock mount that you may or may not need. I'm in a home studio. I'm not in a live situation. I don't really need that extra little bit. All right, so I just switched microphones. I didn't show it, but we're on the 240, right? So we're on the 240. And anyways, yeah, it's just a really good microphone. I'm very pleased with it. I have no complaints with it. Let's see what else we can get for accessories. Well, they sell the... Looks like they sell the case by itself. So it says it's for the 540, the 640, and the 650. Yeah, I don't... Oh, it's a fat mic. Huh. Yeah, dude, I can't afford that. That's not for me. Maybe if Lewitt wanted to let me borrow one. I'm just saying, if you're watching, that would be cool. I would love to check it out. Different shock mounts. Let's go to the next page. You know, I've thought about getting... Oh, that's a drum mic. I've thought about getting the ones that they make that clip onto your guitar cab. This is actually the microphone that you get, or the mic mount that comes with the 240 Pro. It's just a basic mount. It screws on. Oh, you guys can't even see it because my stupid videos are. Anyways, it screws on, and then you got the little top part that the mount, you know, it slides into. It's $25. That one does come with the 240. It does not come with the 540, but you could probably interchange it. Here's the magnetic pop filter. So it looks like it's compatible with yeah, it's compatible with the other microphone. What do I got here? Yeah, it says a 240. Yeah, so they're all the same size. I've already got one, so I could probably just interchange it back and forth. Replacement foam screens. That's kind of cool. I wonder how much they are from them. Let's go back one page. Just curious. So $10 for just the foam filter from Lewitt. Just whatever. And then some cables. All right, well, that's all the accessories they have listed. So it's not really a huge deal breaker for me, but I'm going to go ahead and get these things set up for recording into the acoustic guitar. I'm going to reposition the microphones for playing, and we'll be right back. All right, you guys, we are back. We've got everything set up. We are going to kind of get the ball going here. So again, we're going to be using my Taylor Academy 12 acoustic. It's just a great acoustic. I love this thing. It's really beaten and abused. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. So it is a Sitka spruce top, laminate mahogany back and sides. We are using the Martin Monell or the Martin Classic strings. I'm going to half step down. And that's kind of where I leave my acoustic. I prefer these strings. They sound a little more transparent. I don't like too bassy and too bright. But, all right, so that's from the vocal mic. Let's go ahead and get this thing going, shall we? there you have it, everybody. That is my comparison of the two microphones. That is going to be for the 240 Pro. See if it'll focus. No. Nope, there he goes. So the LCT 240 Pro, great microphone. And then we also have the Lewitt LCT 540. And this microphone, I'll actually plug back up real quick and kind of show you what it does. So we got power going to it. Let's see if I can get it to focus in there. All right, so you can see we've got the pad is at 0. Down here along the bottom, there are 3 buttons. This middle button doesn't actually do anything, which is weird. So this button doesn't do anything. I think that's for like some of the other models that have the polar patterns that you can change. This button here is going to be for the low cut or the high pass filter. You simply just press it. 80 hertz and then 160 hertz. Of course, you are not listening. You're listening to my vocal mic off frame. And we'll go back to the 0. And then push the bottom one. You're at -6 dBs. And then the -12. And then you're back to 0. So that is the 540 and the 240. 2 incredible microphones. I highly recommend this microphone. If you want a good home studio microphone, for the price, you cannot go wrong with this microphone. It is absolutely incredible. I got mine, like I said, for about 70 bucks shipped. That is a steal of a deal. And you may even get them cheaper if you're looking for the right, the right deal. I got tape on the side of mine. I'm peeling it off. Yeah, it's just an incredible sounding microphone. I'm really pleased with it. The 240 is great. The 540, when I first bought it, especially for the price, I think there was some placebo effect that I wanted it to be better than it was, or I'd hyped it up, And I'm not saying it's not a good microphone because this thing is incredible. But I can't justify it as the average everyday person. I can't justify that for what I need it for. Granted, I didn't pay the retail price. Again, I got mine for just over or just under. I think it was just over 500 if I remember. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's a great microphone. It sounds incredible. It's got a lot of clarity. There's a couple of guys that do like strictly vocal or just microphone tests in general that really showcase how great this thing is. But for the average person, I would strongly recommend going with a 240. I'm glad I have both. It gives me options, and that's always a great thing as well. So, yeah, that's it, man. You're listening to my other microphone right now, but in the guitar test, you'll see that I used, the microphones and how I had them placed out. So, tell me in the comments below what you guys thought, and yeah, that'll probably be the last microphone I do for a while, side by side like that. I got some other things. I am gonna do a test where I compare, how the condenser mic does sound on guitar cabs, because I think that'll be interesting. I don't know if I'll do a comparison like an ABC, because I got 3 condenser mics. I have the 2 Lewitts and I have the Warm Audio. So I don't know. Tell me in the comments below what you guys are interested in seeing, and we'll see if we can make it happen. So in the meantime, I'll catch you in the next one.